There we go. Oh man.
Oh man, y'all already know what's going on, man. Hey, it's really real out here now. Look, now Finesse think he big you. Come on, now Finesse. Now you think you big you. You know what I'm talking about? You think you Jimmy Walker? Come on, this man ain't gonna really make the like he trying to really pull the big you stunt like man, I'm gonna call this before I go in. Man, just really, you know what I'm saying, thinking folks gonna have sympathy for him, you know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, like I said, bro, whatever energy you put out, you must get it back. And that's for a fact. So a lot of folks gonna looking for this upside his head. Like, come on, bro. Let's keep it real, man. You done did all these people wrong. Now you want somebody to feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? Now I hate to go to jail. You know what I'm talking about? I always jail the death on nobody. But at the same time, though, bro, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff don't even make sense. I don't even know why you going to jail. Even Lil King said, my name ain't in no paperwork. I ain't do none of this stuff. So what you really get locked up for? You know what I'm talking about? Then he talking about his mama. The mama wants some money. Come on, man. Like the mama wants some money. Ain't whatever y'all did, y'all had to do something vicious or malicious to make that woman call the police and they take that woman word. Come on, man. You violated yourself out here getting high, thinking you made your fly, thinking you above the whole world, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Now, this the case. They said ain't nobody bigger than the what they said. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? This then spanked him and put him right back in his space. Boy, get back in your place. Now he got time to sit down and think about everything he done did, and he gonna come out with a better mind frame. And I think this was gonna do it. He gonna and then sit down, bro. You ain't got about 3-4 months, bro. Come on, let's keep it real. You got 48 more days to just gonna sit down, get your mind together, get clear, and come back out with a great mind frame. Cause other than that, you're gonna end up losing it all anyway. So that was jail for most of the time. What it is, big guy?
What's up, man? I like that the way you just put that. Like, shit, I said this the other day. I feel like he been moving too fast anyway since he came home. The biggest problem for a lot of niggas when they get out the joint, I didn't have it when I got out the joint. When I went to jail, a nigga get out of jail and we tend to hit the ground running, trying to catch up on life. And in that game that he in, is levels to this shit.
Oh
He
yeah.
in the limelight. That game hitting you fast. It's hitting you hard over and over and over and over and over, repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. Because you in the limelight. You got so many people got access to you. It ain't like a nobody nigga coming home to little to no fanfare or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you came home $1 million deal. You came home, new chains, new crib, new, you know what I'm saying? New bitches. You been locked. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Anything over shit, any day in jail, really. But I would say when you doing years, you need to take time off from dating, doing certain shit, everything, and just enjoy life. Like get
Exactly.
reacclimated. He before when he
Exactly.
came home, all the situations that Finesse put himself through, like with Suge, the little boy, all that. That's for
Could have
shit
been.
that the nigga been home and established for a few years. You get what I'm getting at? I
Yeah.
can't say it a
And it
certain
could have
way,
been
but you get what
avoided.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you picked up so much and so fast that it's all hitting you at one time. So now
Mm-hmm.
you getting high off and on again, the cold. Ain't no telling what you probably eat. For all we know, Finesse 2 times probably got a dirty piss test.
For real, for real.
You
You
probably got a dirty piss test, bro.
just
You
don't
probably
want
got
to
a
see
dirty
it.
piss test, fam. Cause bro, how can you go to jail for a child's actions that ain't with you and it's publicly saying he ain't with you no more?
Exactly. Exactly.
The
So
time
it's
everybody
some
watch, hey
bigger
bro,
behind that too.
saying when you on this shit, when you on this podcast shit, this internet shit, this rap shit, your life is for the world to see. Your life
Exactly.
is for the world to see. You
Hey,
can't
And
did
that's
complain
why I
about it.
tell
You
you
can't
folks,
want this shit, complain about this shit. That's why I don't get mad at nothing that come my way from this shit because you wanted this shit. This is a part
man,
of the
what?
program. So you can't get mad. You can't. This what come with the program, Finesse. That's what come with it. This what come with the program.
That's why
So
I tell folks when you're in the public eye, anybody can talk about you, bro. You chose this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if
it ain't
somebody
nothing you can
reporting,
do about it.
if folks reporting on what you're doing, I ain't stop doing it. Stop doing whatever you're doing so folks can stop talking about you if you want folks to stop talking about you. You know what I'm saying? You don't never see me, oh man, y'all made a page about me. Y'all said, man, good promotion. Appreciate that. I
Yeah,
don't care.
you
I'll
helping
take
me
that.
out.
I'll take that.
The
But
way I look at it, in his case, just being honest. The way I look at it in his case is just, man, go ahead. You was moving too fast anyway. You was putting yourself in situations you ain't had to be in. You created a lot of enemies in the short time you was home. You rebirthed the bridges. You rebirthed the bridges you was rebuilding with
yeah,
niggas.
he
All
rebirthed
the
the
shit you
bridge.
could
Say
come
that
home and
again,
do
my
wrong
G.
as an artist, you did, bro. And
That
that's
might
being real. And I
rebirth
don't
the
got nothing
bridge.
against that man. I don't got nothing bad to say because I think he's a great artist. And it's
Great.
sad that the artists that we think are great and we like and we love, these are the most troublesome niggas ever, bro. And that shit
Exactly.
pisses me off. That shit makes me angry. I just spoke on a panel about that shit. These young niggas, these motherfuckers so talented, got so much going for themselves, and can do so much, but do so little.
Exactly.
Limited,
Exactly.
limited mind
You
state.
know, real quick, hey, to confirm this for me, Stan. Did Sugar also do something with him? Because they said Sugar had something to do also with like calling the laws on him.
I know it was Sugar Mama. It was Sugar Mama supposed to be calling the laws on them and end up getting them messed up because something about the basically about King or they ran up on the mama and they had never tell the full story. I can tell how he called it stop and every time he tell the story he lying about something in his story. But basically it's something about Sugar Mama didn't call the laws on him for something he did. He probably threatened that woman's life or something like that. But knowing Finesse, he got a big mouth, so I believe it. I'm gonna keep it real. And everything we say in the legend for entertainment purpose, but y'all know what's real. I believe
Yeah,
it's real. You know what I'm saying? Cause think
yeah.
about it. It's so much going on in that establishment. He had three females and stuff. Back then when he was doing that, I was like, man, no females gonna end up being the reason why he get took down. And
Boy,
it ain't the female, but it's the mama of the female. It's still the same thing.
I just
You
went
do
through some shit like that. I just went through some shit like that, boy. It'll be the motherfucker you laying up with. It be these females. It be the motherfucker you laying up with. You're around. You're hanging with. You doing all that shit with. That'll be the motherfucker that get you put in the box. Cause you dealing with too many
exactly.
emotions. You dealing with too many motherfuckers, man. Women don't think logically. Let's be real here.
Man,
I hate to
what?
say that. If anybody watching, I hate to say that. I hate to be this nigga.
Nah,
I hate to be
you
that
just
guy.
keeping it real.
But I'm gonna be real. Women don't think off of logic. They think off of emotion. They think
And
off of
having
how they
three young,
feel.
bro, I done had two females staying in the same house before with me, bro. Bro, it was an argument every night. Having three females from Memphis, bro, you got a hard headed trap, bro. It's not gonna it's not gonna work, bro. Like it was all it was stuff going on all the way from back then with the females. It just end up clashing right now. You know what I'm talking about? Jay, I don't know, folks. He was his whole little team. They weren't right, bro. He should have just came home, found himself, and then he would have been straight. But see, what's the girl name? Sugar. They saying she was messing with Fredo Baines. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm hearing that she was with Boosie. Well, Boosie did the little thing trying to find female. So he got a female who, you know what I'm saying, like everywhere. You know what I'm talking
She was
about?
already in the game.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's pivot to this though. So first off, you had your take on what you talked about, broke some news about Yo Gotti and bodies that he could potentially have tied to him and him being on camera. Did you see all the comments with people? You know, everybody got to pop their mess. One, do you want to address the comments? And then number two, any updates on what's going on with Govan?
Man, I be addressing the comments, bro. But if you know any comment, I address it. I don't just remember those folks off top though. But Govan, you know what I'm saying? He really staying low right now. Dude's just staying out the way, you know what I'm talking about. And I hope he ain't out here finna do nothing too crazy because you know his court date in another month. So you know what I'm saying? We just gotta watch this real closely because I know we dealing with somebody who really in the streets. When I say really in the streets, dude, really about that action. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that about a lot of dudes. I say a lot of these folks be playing. But dude ain't nobody to be playing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks wouldn't even speak on dude and talk about dude like I'm doing right now because they a lot of folks in the city know what type of how he play. You know what I'm saying? Dude ain't nobody to play with. But you know, I'm doing what I do because I do what I do, and I can't stop it. I got Memphis in my blood, man, and it is what it is.
What is the if you can bring up to some of the people that may not know, what's up with the Cali situation? So can you kind of break down like what happened in Cali that they're saying that he's on what he's doing?
Oh, you talking about the Cali situation when talking about the
Yeah,
young dog shooting in Cali?
that was the first one, right?
No, the first one was the one in North Carolina. The second one was in Cali when he came back out and he had the wrist thing when they really shot him. You know what I'm talking about? Because the first one he said 100 shots, y'all missed the whole 100 shots. The next
Yeah.
time they came back and really shot him. You know what I'm saying? When they shot him in Cali, uh, basically it's alleged that Vato, you know what I'm saying, my guy Vato, you know what I'm saying, had something to do with it. This allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But Vato ain't even locked up. He's supposed to have a silver suit on this situation, but at the same time, Dolph was finna sue the whole city of LA. That's why there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, man, what happened to that case or whatever? Yeah, when he got shot in LA, that what made it so big. And he had the lawyer academics just interviewed. He had that lawyer, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a whole lot of stuff going on. But yeah, they touched him out there in Cali. But at the same time, though, dude was finna sue them folks and everything. But then when he ended up getting hit up in Memphis, everything looked like it just went away. It just looked like it went away.
Okay, that makes sense. That make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense. I'm gonna say this, and this is my true theory about the Govan situation. I feel as if he gonna tell it all. He gonna
You say
tell it
go back and
all.
go tell it all?
I think he gonna tell it all.
Because he ain't
Or if he
scared of
don't tell it
nobody.
all, he gonna connect the dots.
Yeah, I think he gonna tell it all because he ain't scared of nobody. One thing about a person who ain't scared of nobody, they end up being like if he a snitch and they end up being a snitch, they really don't care. They don't care what you gonna do. Come up and get hit up. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
Like,
nobody gonna do nothing to him.
yeah,
Like you
nobody
gotta
gonna
understand, bro. That nigga done been in the Memphis underworld for over 2 decades, fam.
exactly.
He done been in the Memphis underworld for 2 decades. And we talking about the underworld, like when I do these takes on street legends and niggas, man, if I knew, if I would have knew who he was before this situation, I eventually would have did one on him. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's how notable he is in the streets of Memphis. I would have ended
Exactly.
up doing one on him anyway before I knew the situation. I would have ran down the line to him eventually because of who he is and what he represents. So he really already in a. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. He ain't got nothing to lose. He ain't got nothing to lose. His
Yeah.
daughter done died behind this shit. His name already done been slandered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody say. Can't nobody convince me that shit with his daughter ain't had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he said it had nothing to do with it in my interview he had. But at the same time, though, when folks do interviews, like I said, man, I can't make them tell the truth. And I don't know what the truth and what's not the truth. I ain't got no lie to take the test on them. But at the same time, like you said, man, when you ain't got nothing to lose, you ain't got nothing to prove. So you really out here just doing
Cause
stuff.
who gonna
You know
touch
what
him?
I'm saying?
Same thing like Woody. Same thing like Woody. Same thing like Rallo. Okay, when you can say a nigga snitching, tell him whatever. This 2025, what you gonna do to him? Especially a nigga that you know can get you touched. If need
Exactly.
be. A nigga you know in worst case scenario, it can get like that. Cause regardless of whether he is snitch or not, this is what niggas be failing to realize. And I had to tell
Mm-hmm.
niggas, this for niggas in the streets, and I want y'all to hear this for big game out. Even Alpo, who was a known snitch, had people who still loved him and rolled with him.
Exactly.
Even the biggest snitches of snitches got motherfuckers that ride with them to the end. And so
To
while you
the
may
end.
think it's sweet, or you may think you can do something to that man, he still probably got a clique of young niggas that still gonna do whatever he say on command.
Cause I'm gonna tell
They
you
see
one
it from
thing,
his
money
point of
move
view.
folks. Money really move people. So if you got a big enough bag, you can make some young niggas move now. And they'll move on you. They'll move on whoever for the money. Y'all see it.
For the money.
I would never think they would have hit up Dolph. Like they never. I never think they would have just did him like they did him, bro. Like when they first said he got shot, I'm like, man, he ain't finna die. Man, when they say he dead, it hurt to see.
I didn't believe it. When the nigga told me Yo Dolph died, I didn't believe it. It was the same thing with Nip. That's how Jurassic it was. Like I'm a nigga. I'm from the hood, bro. I'm used to death. I don't even go to funerals no more. I'm used to death. I done lost 85, damn 90% of my friend circle to the street shit, bro. I was shocked when I found out Dolph got killed. Like it hit me like, what?
Yeah.
Like a nigga can kill him? That's how I feel. Like a nigga got to him? Very Jurassic. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, what? A nigga got to Dolph? Like some Mission Impossible shit. Like it had to be a very small window for a nigga to get to him. So I was like, damn, that had to be planned out. Ain't no way you get to a nigga like Dolph. And even when I seen the video, it was a nigga getting out the car with the fire.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So you can never be too slow or too late.
Yep.
You can never be too slow or too late.
Like when people be around people like security now, I look at security on a whole nother level now. You really supposed to secure your artist. Stand in front of that door. Man, if you would have had a real security sit in front of that door paying attention instead of just trying to be cool and relaxing and kicking with dog, man, no, you at a job, bro. Go do your job. Go do your job. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I look at security now. Like, man, I'm not going to play with no security. If I see them lingering around, especially around any one of my people, even if I see it in the video, I'm going to call them, look, bro. Man, get that security in the back of the in your video, he playing games, bro. Man, make sure you straight, especially if you around Key Glock or BEO or somebody like that. You playing, I'm going to call them for it. Look, bro, I see this man playing games, bro. That's how Dolph ended up losing his life, man. We can't play like that no more. It's over with.
Yeah. I was watching the interview. It was pretty interesting. Key Glock say shit. He ain't coming back. He don't go back to Memphis. He was like, man, I don't even gotta go back to Memphis. He was like, it's a lot of, but I understood what he said though. When he said it, I felt it. I couldn't get mad at it. He was like, yo, we still do the PRE shit in the community. You know what I'm saying? We still do what we do for South Memphis. But it broke his heart so bad, he just can't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I felt that. That shit broke his heart so bad, he just can't go back to that. It wasn't no, he didn't say it on the like he hates the hood. He was just like, he can't go back. He don't want to go back to Memphis. Like, that shit, man, Memphis broke his heart with that one. Like, yeah.
Man, I'm going to keep it real, man. You could tell Key Glock a whole different person now, bro. He used to be a smiling young nigga, like a pretty boy type young nigga for the females. Man, like his spirit so down, man. Like, man, they messed up. Like, even when I did the Jay Fields interview, when I broke up Dolph, it kind of killed the whole interview, bro. It's like the whole interview went sideways. Like, it got sad. He just started looking down. He wasn't smiling no more. That's why I was like, this started making me really think when I'm doing the interview, like, I need to say that all the way for last. You know what I'm talking about? Like, keep them in their spirit.
Yeah, because I can see that, like, bro, you can see, like, that changed Glock mentally. That turned him, it's sad to say, that turned him from a boy into a man. That turned him from a boy into a man. Like, the prince left, he left with the keys of the kingdom now. Like, he the face of, excuse me, a damn good face of PRE, might I add. Just signed a new deal with Universal. Just signed a multi-million-dollar partnership deal with Paper Route Empire with them niggas. He just dropped this new project today. Glockavelli, like, shit.
How you feel about that though, bro? How do you feel like that was a good move for him to make?
Hell yeah.
Because he said he's kind of trending too, real quick to just add to that. They said Key Glock feels him and Tupac are very similar in a new interview with Billboard, and he was kind of talking about that. So you know, Glockavelli. So it looks like he's really channeling his Tupac.
How would you feel if one of the biggest niggas in the rap game from your city got your man's killed, your big cousin killed, your big homie, your mentor killed? How would you feel if basically when all this shit happened, the whole city low key turned, not the whole city, but niggas started taking sides and started splitting up on you? How would you feel? Same mindset Pac got when he got shot. How would you feel if niggas was trying to kill your homie 4 times and they finally got him? It wasn't like it was a one-time thing. He watched this shit happen multiple times to Dolph until it finally happened. That'll change you around somebody. Then they he was like watching from the sideline. He with this nigga. He's seeing this happen to his best friend. He watching this shit happen to his mentor. That'll change you. I see it. That'll change you. That'll make you. That'll turn you into a dark person. That'll change who you is. And niggas fail to realize death ain't just for the motherfucker that's dying. That's for the motherfuckers that's living too.
It's cold. It's cold game though. Like, yeah, I see what you saying, Jet. Like he been like batting them Machiavelli chains and like dude, like he mimicking himself kind of like after Pac. You know what I'm saying? I hope he do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because Pac spoke a lot of death and death came to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he on some money getting shit. He on some money getting shit. I say a lot about Pac, and this is me because I'm a Tupac fanatic, man. I'm a Pac fanatic. Like, that's one of my favorite people, man. I put you like this. Pac had plenty of faces and plenty of rooms he could be in. But one thing about Pac too, Pac spoke about niggas getting money. He preached about black pride and niggas being fresh and niggas getting money and being about that paper. So I feel like Key Glock putting himself in that mindset, like, man, I ain't finna talk about niggas killing each other and shit. I'm just finna get on this money. I'm finna make these niggas mad. Pac wanted the rap game to hate him. Pac wanted the rap game. He felt some way. He felt some way. And he wanted the rap game to feel it. And I feel like that's what Glock on. You know this Glock don't be doing no features with nobody.
Yeah, he said nobody don't like
features with everybody.
The man came and said in the interview, nobody don't like him. He's like, nobody don't like me, I don't like nobody. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta feel him on there. Like he messed with paper routes and Young Mob, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, he ain't messing with you. I ain't gonna need you lie. He ain't messing with you. He got a song with B.O. You know B.O. and Key Glock dropped today. Both of their albums come out today. Key Glock and B.O. Lil Kenny album come out today. So salute to that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all come on,
PRE gang. Somebody asked who owned PRE now. The person who been owning it. It was always Daddy-O.
Daddy-O. Yeah, Daddy-O and his like they got a lot of turbulence going on with the money over there with Daddy-O and Dolph White, but I don't want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? But Daddy-O really running the label though. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but they talked about that too though. They said something about that. Like shit, he just dropped a little check on her.
Yeah, they just dropped.
He probably here, man. I Dolph wouldn't want that shit going on here.
Matter of fact, B.O. and Key Glock come over here and get an interview over here at Pop House, man. Let run it up, bro.
Yeah.
Let's run it up.
I want to talk. You know who I want to talk to? I want to talk to Jay Fizzle because I got 11 kids and he got 22. I need to see. I want to talk.
I got you on that.
I want to talk to him. We have a funny ass interview because I want to talk to him because I like his growth as an artist. I like his growth. And somebody, hold on, I seen something in the comments. I don't know if they still watching. It was War Ready. He said, Big Game must be banned from the Pop Austin apartment. Nah, man, I just got my own setup, as you can see, and I be doing my shit.
We the biggest, Jack.
So, I'm going to be in studio Sunday, though, if it helps for those who watching, since somebody asked that. But back to the subject at hand.
My bad, but after you say that, I got something to ask, too, but my bad.
All right, go ahead,
I want to get because I don't know. I think I kind of got your take too, gang. But I want to know what y'all's take. So, what do you think about Makita, the cookie lady? Do y'all think that she really has some stuff to do with it? Because I know she kind of got exonerated and freed up from the internet per se. But like, did you think?
Fat Funky Rave and them. Fat Funky Rave. Fat Funky Rave and the Cookie Monster them over there, man. I don't mess with Fat Funky Rave because. You know, Fat Funky Raven been watching nigga. You know, they're one of my baby mama cousins. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mess with Raven at all because I caught Raven in a lie because she had hit me up when the dog stuff happened. She was like, "Who is Straight Drop?" She was like, "Who is Straight Drop?" I'm like, "I don't know who Straight Drop is." That before the world found out that Straight Drop really did that. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm like, I'm trying to tell her come over here and clear her name. She throwing me the real person who did it name. But at the same time, like I don't know if she really had nothing to do with it, but she know who did it though, for sure. I can stamp that. That's still I still got those messages. We can stamp that. Yeah.
Yeah. You saw what happened.
Huh?
She saw what happened.
For real. I don't think she was up there that day, but her folks that was up there, and she found out quick, fast, in a hurry, less than a week, who really touched on. You know what I'm saying? But I can't put it on Makita's cookie though. You know what I'm talking about? The whole brand and nothing like that. You know what I'm talking
Nah,
about?
because ain't no telling, man. But at the end
And
of the day,
everything we saying alleged for entertainment
alleged.
purposes, bro.
But the only thing I
Because
can
they
say
will
at the
come
end
after
of
your
the
page.
day is it go back to what I said earlier though, man. Shit. With this street shit, you can never be a little too slow or a little too late. And maybe that day it was just he got one of the most notable cars in Memphis. You got one of the most notable, and it just y'all got lucky. Just that day, y'all got lucky. And I say to this day, if you look at the way the shit was done, handled, and everything, y'all moved sloppy. It was impulsive. It was done impulsively. Y'all killed him impulsively. Y'all killed him impulsively. Y'all didn't put no plans in that because if you putting plans in that and it's a murder like that, y'all got to think about it. Real murder planning requires thinking process. Let's be real. Y'all know y'all killing a high profile target, right? So y'all got to know the MPDs. Everybody gonna be on this shit. So every camera, everything getting canvassed. Why would you pull up to the scene in the car? Why would you leave in the car? You supposed to walked up on foot and had the car parked out of the view of the cameras and been able to track your distance on where you can go, where you can go and how far can you get. Big Game truly believe y'all seen him, y'all was in the area, y'all seen him, and it was we already got the tools for the trade, the tools of the trade in the car. Let's get busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what happened. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. That's why they was able to close and shut it so fast. That's why they was able to get everything. So it was done so sloppy. Real
How
hits don't get done like that.
how
Niggas
does
is
Mm-hmm.
coming. Niggas is parking it. Niggas, if I would have did something like that, that street, that car would have been around the corner on the back street,
Exactly.
and we would have hopped the fence, and we would have walked down and ran back and hopped the fence and got away. Some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
how does how does the city of Memphis and like the Dolph camp feel about dude that saved him really the first time, because he wasn't going to get that armored car. He was going to do another car, but it didn't get finished in time, the dude said. So he was like, well, you can use this one because this one's not ready. I don't advise you to use it. And that's whenever the 100 shots came about, because he had that bulletproof car, and it really, like, him recommending that saved Dolph's life. So it was like, does the city of Memphis and like they hold him in high regards for at least attempting the first time to be like saving Dolph's life? That
You
white
Man, I'm
talking
gonna
dude.
keep it
about
real.
Zach
You just broke a
Randolph?
story on me just then. The city of Memphis don't even know about dude or what happened about none of that. I'm gonna keep it real.
You
But you
didn't?
just
Oh
broke that
man.
story on me. I seen the dude. I think I seen it, but a lot of folks ain't really pay attention to that situation. But yeah, he did say Dolph on that situation. But at the same time, I think Dolph knew it was hot around that time too. But dead man can't talk. I really think he was purposely riding around in that bulletproof jump because he knew he was gonna run into Goddamn around that time. You know what I'm saying? NIAA weekend, like y'all got in Texas, South by Southwest, uh, LA, places like that. You got to be really ready, cause just like Quando Rondo, little partner, they should have knew they were out of bounds and money gonna get you found, basically. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're dealing with somebody on that level like that. You know what I'm talking about? You dealing with Lil Durk with millions, 100 million. Man, these folks will go and kill their mama for that type of money, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For a meal ticket. You know what I'm talking about?
Niggas fail
So
to
yeah,
realize
Dolph
though,
knew he was playing with.
these niggas is putting out $100,000 hits on niggas, bro. like niggas is not these hits allegedly and things that's going on from just all these camps. I want y'all to understand as y'all are watching this. These aren't petty niggas is killing for perks and 2 bands and 3 bands. No. These niggas is killing for 100,000 and 200,000 and shit like that. These
Per
niggas is
kid.
killing for life changing amount of money.
Yeah, real perkheads, bro. These folks
Hey, most hated TV said a good something in the comments. I'm watching the comments from the iPad. Remember that movie Four Brothers when Victor Sweet said, "Don't hire inside shooters because on my mama." I said the same shit. I said when it happened. I said when that unfortunate incident happened to Dolph, the first thing I said was, if it's in town shooters, they're gonna find them immediately because Memphis too small and the beef too big. The beef too big and the city too small. It's like this. The beef, the city.
You
So
gonna run into your ops. That one
the
thing for
beef,
sure. You gonna
the
run into
beef
your
in the
ops.
city, and I've been to Memphis. I've been to Memphis. I tell this all the time. West Memphis is in Arkansas. Niggas be like, what? I
Exactly.
be like, yeah. And niggas be looking at me like I'm crazy because our West Chicago is in West Chicago. And I have to
Exactly.
explain that to niggas like Memphis, West Memphis is in the whole another state. That lets you
Yeah.
know how small the city is. So when it happened, it is crazy. I got on my John Moran. I fuck with
Memphis,
Memphis. That's my
Jado.
second home. Like I got family out there. My cousin stay
Yeah.
in North Memphis. I love it out there. It's literally only but so many square miles. When that happened, I said they're gonna find who did it. Cause it was in town. If it's in Memphis, they're gonna find who did it because it's in town shooters. You only spread in places like that, like a New York, Atlanta, Cali, Chicago, big cities where the population shit. I don't even think Memphis cracking at 1 million almost. I think y'all like a little under 1 million. I don't even think
Now,
Memphis.
we're in the hundreds of thousands. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. We probably like it. I think about 300,000-400,000.
300,000, 400,000. Damn, man. I was saying at least 600, at 600, 700 at best.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said at
Let me
best.
do
So
my
that's me
research on
just
that
giving
though.
the
Let me do
benefit of
my.
the
Don't
doubt.
quote me on that.
So they go back to what Most Hated Don TV said. Man, out of town shooters, you ain't gotta worry about that. Niggas gonna get the fuck on. Niggas gonna spray some shit and get the fuck on. Go on about their business. Same thing with the whole OTF situation, the dirt situation. You still got niggas from Cali to do a Cali job.
Exactly.
You flew niggas from Chicago and got Cali niggas. First of all, here's the fucking problem with Dirk's situation. And we just dry gonna speak on this, Stan. And this is what Big Gang think on some real street nigga shit.
Yeah.
First of all, niggas committing an act. When has having so many heads on a murder been cool?
This day and age.
I thought if anything, if me and you get a hit together, we not finna call a driver. We not finna call another nigga and another nigga and another nigga, and we finna go hire 2 other niggas in the city that we finna go to be there either. So I didn't understand that logic. Like it was too many connecting pieces. When you got more than 2 people that know something, it's
Everywhere.
the probability of snitching and telling. You get what I'm saying?
That's a cold question though, bro. Like, why did they go and put everybody up in the business if it was number 2 people to pull up? They could have kept it just with him, Govan, and Cornelius. They could have just kept it between them, but they got so many outskirts people. Like, why did they go put all these outskirts people into the business? That make a lot of sense. I ain't never think about
And you know what? And here's the thing. Somebody said in the comments too. I bet you Gotti wasn't banking on Juke being this sloppy.
it.
And here, back to that situation, we kind of going back. We kind of going double dutch with both situations, and we point out both the similarities. We really breaking some shit down, right? We really giving some cold ass content right now. Think about it with both situations. Like you just said about the whole shit with Dolph, and I'm saying about Dirk. You got 2. Think about it. They got them 2 other dudes from the other hood. You got from Chicago that you flew out there with your OTF niggas that you had out there. Then you got the niggas from Cali, the Crip niggas, in the shit with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's over 6 to 8 people on a murder with you. A
Oh,
murder.
no,
To
they
go
gonna.
and kill somebody. In all situations. Look at the dog situation. How many people you just named?
Man, it's so many of them people, bro. I just started thinking about it. Why these folks going to get so many people on the murder? Is these boys working with the police and trying to get
Think
caught?
about it, y'all. It's niggas in the comments. Look, hey, bro, it's niggas in the comments. Bro, best day, yes, it is. Because think about it, bro. In that Dolph trial, I'm thinking it's like 6 people on that indictment for this murder for Dolph. 6 to 7 people. And
Yeah.
Dirk shit, it's like 8. Why does it take that many people to kill one nigga?
And if you think about it, bro, even like from the Vaughn situation, always like every situation had
Even
a lot of
with
people. Duck had
it
a lot
didn't
of
take
people.
all them niggas to go downtown and do that.
It didn't take that. You right. Or
It
what
didn't
they
take that. It only took 2 niggas. The driver and come on, bro. You supposed to send your best shooter.
exactly.
You supposed to send your best shooter. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
The
Here's
nigga
the
with the
problem
drop,
with y'all
the
doing.
nigga who giving y'all the drop, the driver, and the one shooter. Not a whole hood disabled. And then in the O Block case, this is why I say them niggas is stupid. Them niggas is stupid because y'all took the next and up and coming nigga from O Block on a hit with y'all when he was the up next prince to take over. Moolah. Y'all took them up and coming prince that was gonna be the next nigga making the money to get y'all keep y'all going. And was cool with Dirk still and had that connection. Y'all take him on the hit.
Or do they want everybody to get caught because they like, man, we all gonna touch the gun. You know how some folks be like, you shoot them too, just so if we get caught, it's known for you. You just shot them too, so now all of us get locked
Nah,
up.
you know what it be? You know what it be? It be niggas be thirsty to prove a point and prove they can ride and they can slide. And instead of niggas saying, no, we got a place for you, and this, that, and the third, or chill. I was just telling my brother the other day. I remember when I was a shorty, and I remember when I was coming up, niggas had a place in the streets. We had the killers, we had the niggas who hustle, we had the lookouts, we had the niggas who was the thieves, we had the niggas who was the gamblers, and everything took care of everything, hand over fist. Now, we were merging each other's rooms, but we knew to stay out. We knew we was cool with the killers. The niggas that was really going to kill shit and reach shit, we stayed out them niggas' way because we knew what they was doing was penitentiary chances, and we weren't playing like that. So I don't understand in this day and age why these kids think like, bro, just because you put on a shiesty mask, that make you a killer.
Exactly.
Do y'all fail to realize when you put on that shiesty mask, you need to put that phone down. When you put that mask on, that means no face, no identity. You might as well put that phone up in your room and lock it up because when you take it everywhere you go on these killers, they pinging that bitch.
Exactly.
They pinging it. And then the content you niggas think is so gangster and so cool, it's getting you niggas, it's getting you niggas life.
But crazy thing about it, these folks, they'll go do the hit, get away with the hit, then go put in the song and put hit song in the song. Just like we ain't regular people, like the police ain't regular people too.
And they don't listen to
they can't
music.
hear what they saying.
Man, hey, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I got a cousin. She married to a ATF field agent. And he told me some real shit on my birthday party when he came through. That nigga said, bro, he came and visited. And he said, man, you want me to tell you something about these rappers? He said, do that. He said, what they fail to realize is we like music just like everybody else. He's like, I'm from Chicago. I listen to these niggas. I be knowing who they talking about. And I was just like, damn. And he was like, and that's just real. He was like, you think if I'm doing it, he said, you think the other field agents and the other bureaus and the other agencies ain't doing it? These niggas got kids. They say them little white dudes, they 15-year-old son, talk about some shit, they want to be Vaughn and shit like that. What you think they go home and sit there with their little boys?
Exactly. They listening.
They listening. Oh yeah, he did what? And what happened with Duck? Your son watching Tableau Ross. Your daddy just standing behind him, just looking. Daddy just standing behind him, looking. Hey, that's the dude that's on the board in the office. Keep going, son. Oh shit! And that's how I'm telling you. He told me that's how they be finding shit. He said they go home to their kids. They sons be watching YouTube and shit on their pads and tablets and on the internet, and they just be being regular parents, cool regular Army retired niggas and ex-Rangers and shit, normal niggas and shit. And they be with their sons and their daughters, and they be listening to the music, or they'll see them on TV looking at that, and they'll be like, oh, okay. So that's the little dude who we got on the board. I didn't know who he was till I sat down with him and watched my little boy and watched this nigga.
But these folks so crazy, bro. They people
Ooh.
like if you don't want to get caught, first thing first, don't do nothing. I'm gonna keep that
Don't do
real
nothing.
to everybody out there listening. If you don't want to get caught, don't even do it.
If you
know what I'm
rapping,
saying?
get out the streets.
But
Fuck
yeah,
all
just
that,
get out the
Stan
street,
G.
get out
Let's
the
tell them the
information.
real, Stan. If you rapping, there's no my bad for interrupting you.
You good?
Man, stay out the streets if you rapping. The streets is no place for a rapper. If you want to legit rap, you want to become successful, you want a record deal, you want to eat, you want to make content, you want to be free,
Any type
you
of
cannot
entertainment.
be in the streets. Leave it alone. The
Any type
people
of
that you have
entertainment, you
around
can't
you,
play both ways, bro. You
you
want to play
can't
on
play
this
both
side, play on
ways.
this side. You want to play on this side, you got to go on this side. And that's just what it is.
They
Because
gonna catch
entertainment,
you. One foot
is
in, one foot out
entertainment.
gonna get you caught.
Yeah.
Cause you're playing in both worlds. Some gonna
Mm-hmm.
overlap the other one. And I don't care what nobody
Mm-hmm.
say. Once you hit 1,000,000 views on some shit, that's 1,000,000 people that saw you. I tell you all the time. Once you hit 100,000, once you hit 20,000, you gotta really look at views and numbers. I tell people all the time, when nigga you hit 100,000, that's 100,000 people that saw you somewhere.
100,000 people that saw you. And folks don't even understand that.
And people don't understand that. I said when you get 20,000, do you realize 20,000 people watched you? They
How
saw
I
you.
started noticing that, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. When I went back to Memphis, I go up in regular store. Man, what's up, Stan G? You need to keep dropping video. I'm like, damn, these folks really seeing me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I ain't the
Want me
most
to tell you
famous
when I
person in
noticed
the
it?
world, but I'm up there. I know.
I know. I'm gonna tell you how I noticed it. I give you one situation. It was right before South by Southwest. I got stopped in the store, and the nigga asked me for a picture. And then South by Southwest hit, and I was in Austin that whole week. I was just chilling. I'm just chilling. Austin, my crib. I'm always in Austin. I'm damn near 45 minutes down the street from Austin. So I literally got stopped every 6 minutes, and my baby mama was just like, bruh, too many people know you. Like, people was like, oh shit, you big game. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
what's up? Man, I be watching your shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. Shit. It's just, you keep doing this consistently enough, so many people gonna see you. I just looked up this morning and I seen I was subscribed to Instagram verified. I'm verified now. I got a blue
Yeah.
check. I
You
didn't even
turned up.
subscribe to shit. I just looked and seen. I was like, oh, all
You
right.
up there. You up there. People seeing your face, bro. You know what I'm talking about? When people come and seeing your face, like I probably been seeing you for a good 5 months. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never spoke to you. You know what I'm talking about? Nothing like that. But it just how it go. Like folk gonna keep on seeing your face, and then now you your own brand. You know what I'm talking about? You your own brand. So shit, they just had how it trickle down. But when you constantly keep pushing, like it ain't no limit to where you can take it to. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell no.
Like we on YouTube doing it right now, man. They probably got a TV show lined up for us next. You know what I'm talking about? Not knowing what this content might go to. You know what I'm talking
On
about?
stage show, what's that shit? 45 South or some shit like that. When we
Yeah,
on stage talking about shit, you never know.
exactly.
Another thing, somebody brought up a good question, and I thought about this. My homeboy said, asked me this on my iCloud. He said, "Don't you think it's crazy that we still don't know who did what to Big Juke yet?" And I said, I'm finna say this to say that to answer this question. You know why? And that's why Stan got the smile on his face. Because that's what a hit look like.
Exactly.
That's what a hit look like.
They ain't
Nobody
leave no
innocent was
trace.
hit.
Speculation. We can all speculate and say who we think did it, but we ain't got nobody who we know that did it. You know what I'm talking about? The
That's what a
police
hit
don't
look
even
like.
know.
For the Juke situation, that's what a hit look like. We're such good precision shooters, we didn't even hit the mom.
Exactly.
We're so good, we know what we came for. They said it was little to no bullet shells. Only the shells that hit Juke. Do you know what that means?
That's a
That means
real
it was
shooter.
no incessant shooting. It was no pull up praying spray. It was none of that. It was we waited, we snapped at the target. When we saw the target, we eliminated the target and we got away.
Exactly.
And guess what? Our truck fully tinted. Our clothes we hopped out in full black militia gear. You didn't even know what we had on. We hopped out in
Exactly.
full black everything. Nothing we had on had a Nike logo, pants, nothing noticeable. We hopped in all black, everything out of a car.
That's a professional hit.
Has a professional hit. Gloves, black, the videotape. Them niggas hopped out of militia gear. Shit you would put on paratroopers. Them niggas had on Timbs. Them niggas had on vests. Them niggas hopped out like paratroopers. And guess what? Speeded away in a police looking Explorer with no plates. And that's the last you've heard of it. Ain't been a development since. Nothing
And the
is broke
crazy
on
thing
that
about
case.
it, bro,
Nothing.
I look at Dolph situation. It's supposed to win like that. You know what I'm talking about? Because he's a more major artist.
Yeah, that's how it was supposed. Yup.
Just being real, you know what I'm talking about. But they disrespect Dolph by getting some little flunkies from the hood, there's little junkies from the hood who taking little $800 and prescription medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
come on, man.
That's what it's crazy though, right? You think about it. You haven't heard nothing since it happened to you. Not a word.
Everybody
They let you
speculating
know
on the
whoever
low
put
too.
that together, put the money, they kept it separate, and they planned it out, and it was precision. It was precision like.
I'm gonna keep it real. That hit was so perfect. You can even speculate and talk about who you think did it, and them folks still can't go and pick up nobody because they don't know for sure who did it. So you could talk all day long. That's why I said some folks be talking about niggas snitch. No, you snitch on yourself. You get yourself caught. You know what I'm talking about? If you do it the right way, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. But when
Put it
you
like
do it
this,
the wrong way,
nigga did that shit so good, Stan, they thought Yo Gotti did it to his brother. They were saying he probably did it.
Like what?
They said the hit was so good. They say, yo, that's how good, that's how clean the hit was. They say Yo Gotti put it together.
Exactly.
There was a theory that Yo Gotti put together, and for a second, I believed it. I say,
Man,
you know what? I said it was around the time Jook got implicated in that shit. I said, you know what? Yo Gotti ain't no dummy. I ain't got nothing against him. Now, this is my theory, and this is my true belief. If he didn't do it, it's either A, he didn't do it, or B, he did do it. I'm going to speak on B, and it's just a theory of big game. So I don't want nobody to be like, man, don't do that. It's just a theory. If Yo Gotti had something to do with his brother's demise, just a big if, it would make sense. How? Because who knew where the repass was going to be at? You left directly after the funeral. You didn't go to the repass.
Exactly.
They had to know when your mom them was coming out to pull up and do that, and be able to get the mom away, whisk the mom away to safe. Somebody had to know something. So it's a part of me that say, shit, what if it wasn't an inner circle job? And just like, you just gotta go. You the point man in something major, and it could come back to me. And it's me, and I don't want to sound like no grimy nigga, but I want to put y'all in the mind of niggas that reach a certain level of success and a pinnacle of freedom and a level. I don't think y'all understand what Yo Gotti is. He fucking Angela Simmons.
Exactly.
He got the girl he been chasing for years.
Exactly.
He's a multi-millionaire mogul. He don't got not just one artist. He got multiple artists with good names. Oh, the mom was in the building, not outside. That's even more reason for me to believe that. So
he's standing next to Jay-Z. He got like, dude is a major figure now.
I own a soccer team in Washington, D.C. I'm bumping. He owned a team in Washington, D.C. I don't think y'all understand what that says. That's a political connection. I own a soccer team. Yeah, he owned a mill. Yo Gotti a owner. He owned the jersey. He be promoting shit. He owned a whole soccer team in Washington, D.C.
He getting the murder hooked up with our coach about taking them folks to not 106 Park, but Brother Club. He got the Murder Memphis, like the one who trying to be the Murder Memphis now. He got them folks going up to Brothers Club, like he promoting with them folks. Like, dude got a lot of political things going on.
You know how they say it's too late for some niggas? Like, you know how they say the feds got to get in certain niggas before it's too late and you can't touch them?
Yeah.
I think Yo Gotti out of that reach far as them inner city right now.
So you think he ain't gonna get touched? You think he ain't gonna get touched or nothing ain't gonna happen to Gotti?
I think this. I think he learned the game so clean. Man, you gotta think who this nigga mentor is. And I say it all the time, and I love Hov. Hov got a whole bunch of dirt on his name that niggas just don't know about.
Exactly.
Hov got a whole bunch of dirt. He trust me, bro. Early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, when he was making his Rockefeller runs, bro, he had henchmen. Same thing with 50. 50 had Monster. That just snatched that nigga slow bus change. 50 had Monster. Man, you gotta look who Yo Gotti be around and the niggas he learned from. Yeah, Yo Gotti know what to do with that money and how to put niggas in place to get shit done.
He
You
was
get what
taught
I'm
by
saying?
Bird,
Yeah,
man.
somebody just said Gotti too smooth. Gotti too smooth. He
was taught by Birdmind first, and then switched on Birdmind and went up there with Jay-Z. You know, Jay-Z and Birdmind was going at it back then. You know what I'm talking about? And so, but Gotti always he linked with folks like he linked with Gucci Mane. He got the guy from Gucci Mane. Then he stopped messing with Gucci and started messing with Jeezy. He always know how to move around. You know
he know how to maneuver. Gotti know how to maneuver. So let's say he did get Big Jug whacked. Okay, I got Big Jug whacked. He was the pen man for something that could connect me and fucked up my empire. They already wasn't speaking. I heard they was already on bad terms.
Street politics, what it do? Yeah.
I heard they was beefing already, and Jug was posting cryptic shit before already. So who's to say it was some in-house shit and Gotti or Gotti knew what was going on and just turned the other eye to that shit? Like, man, I ain't finna get in between that shit. You on your own on that. Let's say it was some other shit like that. He just, okay, you deal with it, nigga. And just feeling some way about it. Because Gotti was separating himself. Gotti was separating himself from his brother. I don't think people understand that as well. Gotti was separating himself from Jug. Because Jug was still running with the street shit.
And there were a lot of folks got me misunderstood that, bro. I'm just watching the movie and reporting on the movie as it go. I want somebody telling the folks how I feel. And I just think that the feds going, you know what I'm saying, gonna run up on them. So I'm gonna speculate and tell people what it is. But some folks say he ain't gonna get caught. But we watch the same movie. We try to see how it gonna end. That's it.
Somebody said PRE did it. I'm gonna say this. Mike T been coming with some good theories. I'm gonna say this, and it's for the sake of, and I fuck with PRE.
You can go ahead and wrap it up after this game because we almost done.
All right.
A bit more for the love. Go ahead.
All right. If PRE did have something to do with it, shit, they would have been got. They would have been got caught. You think the feds ain't watching them either? For retaliation? They probably already watching Daddy-O and all them niggas waiting on retaliation. Now the way shit getting done and how bodies getting dropped, man, niggas love Dolph so much you ain't had to tell a nigga to go slide for Dolph. Niggas was gonna do that regardless. So he didn't. Daddy-O and them don't gotta tell niggas to slide for Dolph. South Memphis was gonna slide for Dolph. Them greats was gonna slide with Dolph. I don't think niggas understand. Dolph was crippin'. Dolph was big crippin'. Them 60s was gonna slide for Dolph. I can't hear you. You went out.
My bad, bro. Well, say that again. Say that last part again.
I said Dolph was big crippin'.
I know. Dolph was really riding with the folks.
Yeah, he fought with the folks too.
Yeah, he was riding with the folks. Like he ain't really was never in the game, but he used to be cocked to the right. He used to be with the folks. You know what I'm saying?
He was more partial to the blue. He was more partial to the blue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he was more. I say with niggas that fuck with Crips and GDs. You just more partial to the blue. Like I'm GD. I fuck with a lot of Crips. Most of my homies out here in Texas, most of my partners in Cali, and most of my niggas are rolling 60s. Most of my niggas I fuck with are Crips.
Yeah,
I'm cool with a lot of blood.
Like most of the cats in Memphis who like over 35, they gonna be the folk. They gonna be GD. Like in a younger crowd, now they coming up. Now the Crips coming up. But it wasn't number. Memphis was a GD town. You go to Memphis.
Oh yeah, I already know back in the 90s. Hell yeah, I know. I already know. I already know the history behind Memphis and the GD connection. That's why Chicago and Memphis got that strong ass bond. Like most of the OGs from Chicago went to Memphis. Exactly. Most of the niggas went to Memphis. Most of the niggas when they got out the feds with Larry, most of the board members and shit, they went to Memphis.
And then when LMG came in the city, kind of busted the city up. Then a lot of vice lords started coming. Later on, the Bloods started coming. Then, you know, it kind of busted the city up with G trying to hit the city and really put it down for the LMG. That's when the vice lords really started standing firm. And then the Bloods came and stand firm with them. Like it really been a revolving door though. You know what I'm saying? Of the gangster matrix to be keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the 90s
Everybody
showed
get
us
their
the kind of
turn.
gang bang. By the time the 2000 hit, they were really full-fledged gang banging, and it's organized now in the city. Everything organized now. And it's a lot of sets around the city that's different, like it's upcoming sets and stuff. So, but the little Gray Street Crips, they coming up, but they more younger and stuff like that. That's the younger generation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But yeah, Memphis been a cold gold world. It's a cold gold game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, man, I ain't gonna hold you up for too long, man. Just wanted to chop it up. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Pop Austin, man, the hottest podcast in the streets. Y'all know what's going on. It's Stan G, Big Gang. We CNN of the streets, the ghetto CNN. Follow us on Instagram. Tap in with us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, and we out.
Oh man. Shout out to the whole thing, man. We gone.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hit that like button. We out of here, man. Y'all have a good weekend. God bless.